Sorry about that cut, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, I'm doing this from a droid. I don't know how much time I just lost, but I was just talking and touching on the entire Muslim scenario with this video. America is built with a lot of freedoms. Okay, and if you don't like that, then you don't have to partake of it. You don't have to watch anything that comes from America. But if you would let a video dictate your actions to the point to where it would drive you to murder, maybe you need to rethink your religion. Because personally, I'll say this, and this is just my opinion, but for the past 10 years, okay, and I'm not just trying to tie 9/11 into this with the Muslims, because that was government sanctioned, government planned and put together. But for 10 years, I've been watching Muslims hoop and holler. For 15 to 20 years, I've been watching black Muslims hoop and holler, always turn into violence, always turn for you to love and have so much of this godly love. I see nothing but hatred, hostility. And I don't understand, and I can't accept that. So it's fine for you to tell me I'm a Muslim and I love everybody and we ain't violent, but all I see is violence. What do you think that makes me think? See, and that's overseas Muslim. Let's talk about the ones that's in America, okay? First off, I haven't seen any black Muslims protesting this. So are they fake Muslims? I got my theory on that, but that's another show. But as soon as you have an issue with black people, or a white person and a black person, or a Mexican person and a black person, then you have your black Muslims up raising all kind of saying. You got Elijah Muhammad getting on the radio, on TV and videos and conferences, and he hooping and hollering the same dictator, New World Order stuff that I'm hollering. He's spinning and he getting millions of dollars. Bean pies and suit ties. I mean, really. So why is the awakening, and this coincides and ties to, why is this awakening that we are all having? Because they're using these keywords and these awakenings, and we're waking up and we're freeing the minds, and I use that in my intro, but I'm real with it. Why are we falling for this? I feel so sorry for black people who listens to Elijah Muhammad and all of this. I feel real sorry because this man, like I said, and I'll never follow him. This man was a Muslim, almost died, became a Christian, got a good bill of health, turned back Muslim. I remember watching Malcolm X movies, and they were saying in the history of Malcolm X, old archive videos of him, writing the white man's Bible and this and that. But now all of a sudden you sit down, you're supposed to read your Quran and the New King James Version Bible too and put it together. So this makeshift religion steers you to hate. Alex Jones, his huffing and puffing, steers you to hate. Talkwave radio steers you to make up your own damn mind. None of this seems right. Freedom Network steers you, make up your own mind. Living right. And the only reason why I will still and continue to support and shout out to Angel Diaz and the Freedom Network and his rant show is because he woke up, seen the big picture, didn't like what he seen, started making changes. Okay, you have to reformat your show, so I understand that. So reformat it. But like I've been saying from the beginning, man, we are the true soldiers in this, and it doesn't have to be violent. We the true soldiers. We haven't sold out. I won't become a Mason. Could have became a Mason. I will not become a Mason. I will not become anything dealing with no secret society. I wouldn't join a fraternity if I was going to a college. I don't want to be tied into any of that because I see nothing but secret bull hockey. And that's just keeping it real. You could tell me that I'm a fool. I don't know what I'm talking about. You could say He sounded like he just one of those whatevers. I'm not. I'm the average American. You ask me right now, you Democrat or Republican? You seem like a Democrat. You sound like one of them Republicans, one of those liberals. No, I'm an American with a God-given mind and the freedom to express it. See, I live with my heart. I don't live with my mind. I don't live with somebody else's agenda because it's going to benefit me. I'm happier being poor, broke, than being sold out, corrupting and manipulating hundreds of thousands and millions of people. Why do you think I never bought anything from Alex Jones? I go watch his videos, but I see the tricks. The same tricks that he point out and he talks about day to day, the COINTEL and all of this, he does it. And I've been seeing this. Again, that's why I have not done shows with other people, because they don't want to see the truth. I told you, ladies and gentlemen, I did a show. I called in on the show. Let's touch base and see what was up. They ended up having me on the show as a guest for 20, 25 minutes. Left me to do the show for a minute. I talked to him. You know, it was all right. It wasn't my best, but it was all right. But my point is, I couldn't go back to his show because when I want to sit down and point out all of the bad things and the stuff that's wrong, it ties in and points the finger, and the gun always points towards him too. Not a physical gun, but the gun, the problem. It always points to these individuals who they support and they back up, like Alex Jones. And I can't do that because now I have to sit here and debate you because I'm stepping closely. I'm treading on your opinion now, your beliefs. See, I'm threatening your beliefs. And if I'm threatening your belief, then you won't see what I'm saying. You won't believe it. You won't hear of it. Because then you go and say, well, millions of people been on the radio for 20 years and 17 years and all of this and all. It don't matter if you was there for a day or 20 years. Wrong is wrong. Rush Limbaugh, horrible radio host. Racism can all get out. Hate poor people, hate middle class people. You all fucking losers to him. But you listen to him. Let me call and say he's wrong. Oh, you're on the road and hang up on me and talk crazy, call me all kind of names, and then I'm sitting here looking like an idiot. But I'm speaking the truth. See, when you realize who's controlling the media, who's controlling the technology, and who's controlling the information, then you know how to start weeding it out. No, when they say we got ships over there in the Straits of Hormuz, we got ships in the Strait of Hormuz. But then we look at it, and I go and look at other stuff. I watch news from overseas, from the Middle East, that's in English. To get this, I know it's controlled a little bit too, but to get what they're saying, see what they're showing, what they're talking about, compared to what America. And this just took. I watched 20 minutes of an Al Jazeera show, news broadcast, and got more understanding than an hour and a half watching Fox and CNN online and chatting with other people trying to get the whole story right. What they tell you, ladies and gentlemen. See, you can't just go with people sit down and watch Fox because Alex Jones does the same thing. He talks about all of these other people, but he used them as their main sources. They go and write an article about an article that was already written, put their spin on it, the New World Order, the New World Order. Israel is fine, it's the New World Order. Zionists is fine, it's the New World Order. It's Obama. When all else fail, blame the black man, because you texting folks, saying, y'all, when it all comes time, they can't be out while black. They can't drive while black. They can't eat while black. They can't drink while black. They can't smoke while black. They can't live while black. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm not trying to just bash or anything, but my point, this stuff has been bugging me and it's been on my mind. And I decided while I'm out doing my errands, I'll go ahead and jump on for a minute and talk to you guys. Been very busy the past 2 weeks. I barely scored in the last show that I did, the last episode. I've been doing a lot for my joys because I haven't been at my switchboard. I have not been in the studio doing the show. That's why you have no background. That's why you have no intro. That's why you have no outro. This because I don't have time. But I will squeeze in a show here and there. That's why I was so glad I got my droid back. I never told y'all the story about the droid, but that's another story. But my point in doing this show is not to say what other people want to hear. It's to speak the damn truth and to point out all of these people that's spitting us this information is just spinning us. They just, we got World War III coming. I've been hearing about World War III for the past 7 years, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, we couldn't afford another world war. Nobody can, because none of us have money to buy the guns. Yeah, we got millions of bullets, but that's for us. And most of them won't even be used. A majority, and that's another thing, a lot of things are bought, stockpiled, because they expect to lose a large majority. Think about it. If I could buy 1 million rounds, and I put them at this base, okay, in Texas, all hell breaks loose, the base in Texas falls, okay? This doesn't have to be civil unrest. This can be an actual war from somewhere else. We could get attacked. But that base is lost. That means the guns that was there is lost, the 1 million bullets was lost, the hazmat suits, the water, the food, the clothing, the blankets, all of this was lost, right? If all of this is lost, then we would be up shit creek without a paddle if we could not go somewhere else and pull out a stockpile or a stash and be able to load up and go and retaliate, okay, to defend. Not justifying them buying the guns, because I believe, honestly, they're for us. But let them tell it it's just so horrible. You heard on my show me talking about this and saying they buying guns, they want to kill us, because that's what they want to do. It's written in their books. That's what they want to do. The transhumanism, yeah, they want to do that. Right now, the main global people who's in power, who's winning this New World Order war, happen to be the Zionists. Right now, over the United States, over the Western world. Okay? That's what we're dealing with, ladies and gentlemen. It's not always Obama. It's not always Republican Democrats. It's not always whites. It's not always blacks. It's not always Mexicans. Okay? Corporations. You got whites, blacks, Mexicans running these corporations. The reason why I say this, look, you got Herman Cain, black. Condoleezza Rice, black. These are Zionists. These are people that's in the establishment that's moving on and being promoted. That's going to further the agenda because they know what to say and they're going to say what they're told to say. No matter what. That's why you can listen to the radio all day. And for 24 hours straight, they all talk about the exact same thing. 3 hours of this guy, 3 hours of this lady, 4 hours of this guy, 2 hours of this lady, 1 hour here, 30 minutes there. It's the same damn thing. Ladies and gentlemen, what we have to do is get out of the box, get out of the system, and start looking elsewhere for information. That's why I do that thing that a lot of people don't do no more. I read. You know, I don't just go and sit and watch TV and little shows here and there. No, I actually go and read. I would use my laptop, I say 10 hours a day. I'm reading 10 hours a day. Because if I make a video, then I edit it, I put it together, I put on there what I want to put on there. I pull a document, sit down and read, you get the full gist of what I'm saying. You know? That's like how when they came out with those cheat sheets in those books where the Cliff Notes books where you in college you're supposed to read Shakespeare, you in high school you're supposed to read Shakespeare or Romeo and Juliet, and you got to read it in actual Shakespearean dialect, and you like, oh, okay, I don't like this, it's boring, so you go get the Cliff Notes, it's in English, and you just read it real quick, and I give you the whole gist of the story. See, that's what y'all get when you go to YouTube and you just watch these videos. I watch a video, I see what they're saying, and I pause, go and pull up on Google this, Bing that. You know, that's what I do. See, that's how I know what I'm saying. 9 times out of 10, if I hear something come from Alex Jones' mouth, I go and check it out myself. And I found a lot of his stuff to be fear-mongering, over-the-top, exaggerated, things of that nature. But, you know, hey, he get paid. I know the truth. I know his family's tied into it. He's been constantly put out there and on blast, and people find it, and they put it on YouTube, and they put it on other sites, and they